Yes, the joys that is the Dark Souls trilogy. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I had asked my viewers to pick my next game, and I gave them a list of a few, and I was not surprised to find out that they chose Dark Souls. And, well, that you chose Dark Souls, I should say. So I did a video of that. I unboxed this beautiful Dark Souls trilogy, and it would be remiss of me to not take the opportunity to play a little bit of the game, because obviously you buy games to play them. And never have I been more anxious, excited. So many mixed emotions were going into what I was feeling when I was preparing myself to play Dark Souls. Now, there's a few things that I had to take care of before I could get into it, and today's video was actually supposed to be a Silent Hill Shattered Memories playthrough, where I chop it up and show you all the parts where I basically get the biggest fright of my life. Now, as you can hear, I'm not feeling too well. I was a bit under the weather the majority of the week, so I didn't have a chance to record that video. But that video will be coming soon. It might be next week's Friday video or the week after that. I can't promise, but it will be coming soon because you guys did it. You guys smashed the like button on my unboxing or bought a PS Vita in 2024 video, which is up here. And I did promise that if you guys hit 1,000 or 100 likes, 150 likes, and 3,000 views, I would do that playthrough for you, and you guys have done that, so I'll definitely be getting into that. But that is not why we're here today. Today, we're talking about the grueling challenge that is Dark Souls, and how I found it so far. Now, I've only played about 3 hours, I've only done the first 2 bosses. I only actually started yesterday, and I have to say, I am actually enjoying it. As much as that is a worry, because I am scared that the next few bosses are just going to be a level above what I can handle, I love this game. The atmosphere, the admittedly outdated graphics, but the environment design is so special. I did follow a few guides to make myself a little bit more powerful, if you want to say that, in the beginning of the game, but for the most part I've done pretty much everything with a shield and an axe. And I don't often wear fully clothed armor because I don't like how slow they roll. I did a little bit of reading up. I am a researcher at heart, so I do like to research things when I go into things or into new games. So I read through a few things and I figured out how the slow roll and the fast roll works. And I am much happier having a fast roll and less armor than I am having more armor and slow rolling. And I think that's a general consensus among the most part of the Dark Souls community. I think that's how most people play, and I have to agree with them. I do enjoy it better. I don't like being too slow. I've always been someone that likes to rather dodge than just soak up damage. And parry, I can't parry to save my life. I've never have been able to in any game. So just rolling is my main go-to strategy, or blocking for the lesser enemies. So you'll see like the normal undead, I just use a shield and then go up to them and whack them with an axe. But that strategy didn't quite work when I went into my second boss. We did the Asylum Demon, and that was relatively easy. I think I did that in 3 tries, and the only reason it took me 3 tries is because the second try I completely missed the demon when I was trying to do the jumpy thing and on top of him. Completely missed him. I don't think I have footage of that, but it's probably best not to. But the second boss, the Torturous Demon or something like that, I can't remember his name. I swapped it out a little. I did it about 4 tries with the axe, and there was just not enough damage. And I had early on gone and found the Zweihander, which is a really cool weapon. It's actually called the two-hander in German. I mean, well, if you translate it, Zwei is 2, so two-hander, which makes sense because it is a two-handed weapon, so you can't have a shield. But that didn't bother me too much, especially in the boss battle, because I don't actually use a shield in boss battles. I find that I roll around a lot more. You're more than welcome to tell me this is the wrong strategy. I am just trying everything possible at the moment, and I assume it's not going to work for every boss. So if you have tips and tricks, please let me know in the comments. I will gladly read them, and I'll gladly try to follow as many of them as possible. But yeah, I love this weapon. You'll see that I basically knocked off half his health by climbing up the tower and dropping back down. I figured that was a good strategy because it worked with the previous boss and sort of worked the same for this one. So I was quite happy with that strategy. Then after that, there's nothing. I just saw that dragon cutscene. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's really early on in the game, so I hope I'm not spoiling too much. But yeah, I'm really loving the game so far. If you guys really do have any tips or tricks, I would really love to hear anything that you have. Other than that, you'll probably be seeing a lot of my gameplay, and you can critique me any way that you want. I just want to say that I am thankful that you guys chose this game because it really is awesome. I haven't had any fits of rage yet, which is a good start. I think I came into this prepared quite well to understand that I am going to die, and that is okay. Your first time playing these type of games is not going to be perfect. It's going to be a lot of trial and error, and I think that's what makes them special. I mean, there's so many areas that I went into with the starting item, the master key, that just blew my mind, and I just knew I couldn't go in there straight away. Well, with a lot of the guides, they show you to go into the underground catacombs, and I took a peek in there, and I was like, that ain't for me, chief. So I decided not to go into those. But I'm happy with how I've started the game. I'm enjoying it. I am not overly stressed out about losing souls every now and then. I'm investing pretty much heavily into strength, a little bit into health, a little bit into dexterity, and a little bit into endurance, because with endurance you can eventually be able to fast roll with a little bit more armor on, as far as I can understand. But me using the Dwyer-hander, and that is quite a heavy weapon, really limits how much armor I can put on to carry on fast rolling. But if you guys really do have any tips, I genuinely want to hear them all. And let me know how your first time playing Dark Souls was. And I'm here to tell you that if you are scared of playing Dark Souls, look at me. I was scared for years, and I have now started, and I'm loving it, and I'm just taking it slowly. I might give you guys a little bit of update every now and then. Maybe in the next week I decide Dark Souls is the worst game ever. I will probably let you guys know that on Instagram though. So please make sure you follow me on Instagram, down in the link, down in the description below. But other than that, I think Dark Souls has really changed my perspective on FromSoft games. I've been dying to play Elden Ring, but I'm glad I've started here at Dark Souls. I think it's a nice start to ramp up the difficulty and ramp up the suspense for Elden Ring. So I think I'll probably I would love to play through all 3 Dark Souls games this year. The big dream would be to play through all the Dark Souls games now early, and then get complete Elden Ring before the new DLC comes out, but I highly doubt that will happen. But other than that, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I am thankful that you guys chose this. If you want to be part of the next selection of games, make sure that you subscribe, turn on that bell notification, and make sure that the next time I do a community post, you are there to vote on what next game I should pick. Depending on how these go, it might be a FromSoft game, it might be something completely different. I am a gamer that likes to try a whole bunch of different games. Other than that, I hope that you guys will enjoy your day, and that you will forgive me for not playing Silent Hill, A Shattered Memory, or Shattered Memories. I can't quite remember the title. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.